Hello and welcome. This is an incredible find. It's a new old stock Universal Geneve skeleton watch from the 1980's, which is a very, very rare piece, and it's, yeah, as I said, new old stock condition. This baby just super crisp, incredible. So reference 842.136. Powered by a manual wind caliber 2-42. I haven't wound it yet, just so you can see the awesomeness that's about to go on. So I haven't wound it, so it's not ticking yet. So let's start with winding it. As you see, this is also a great way to explain how a watch works. So here I wind it, then you see the spring in here tightening up. That's essentially what you're doing. You're just putting wind onto the mainspring, and as the mainspring is wound, it transfers the power to the balance, which starts swinging. The balance in turn hooks onto the anchor, and the anchor hooks onto the escapement wheel, which drives a bunch of other wheels, which are eventually connected to the hour and the minute hand. This does have a seconds hand, but yeah, still awesome as is. This one, well, it's a fairly rare model. It was made in the 1980's when Universal Geneve did, think limited run or whatever it is, of these open-worked skeleton movements, and this one is just superb. I haven't found another one exactly like this. I found a few other models, but none with the integrated mesh bracelet. And this one, the bracelet is, well, it's fully Universal Geneve, fully original, and the bracelet is just super comfortable because you can size it to whatever you want. You just put it in. If your wrists are this big or this or this or this or whatever, you just change it. Also, if your wrists expand toward the night, no problem, just change a little bit and there you go. This watch is, as I said, powered by a manual wind caliber 2-42. It's the same movement that was used in other ultra thins before, but this one is a later evolution, and then of course fully open worked. On the dial you can tell here you've got the Universal Geneve logo, Universal Geneve, and other than that you've got decorations which are probably hand engraved. There's not a lot of info available on these online, but well, you do find a few other models. The crown is original UG signed, the crystal is also original unsigned. Caseback is mint, of course. Very nice. It does have some smudges from my fingers, which tends to happen when it's unpolished. Well, it has some very light storage marks. But yeah, just nice. The gold, as you might see, has a little bit of patina. You can remove it, but I opted to, well, I didn't want to use any aggressive methods. I just wiped it down with this rag to get most of the patina off because, well, most people don't like it. But here there's some remainder. I just, well, I didn't want to do it too much here. Also, it's just gold patina, which is natural occurrence, natural occurring in the gold if it's exposed to oxygen in the air. So you can wipe it off with a rag. You can also use polishing stuff if you want, but I prefer to just do this and it takes care of it. But yeah, very, very sweet piece. So how do you use this? Well, it's manual wind, so you just wind it manually until it's fully wound. And once it's fully wound, you'll feel resistance. Trying to do it slow so you don't see it too much. You also see it here, like the mainspring is fully tightened around the center, because otherwise it would be more sloppy towards the, and more material towards the outside. If you scroll back in the video, you will see that. So to set the time, you just pull the crown, and set it to whatever time it is or whatever time you want it to show, and that's it. The dial is fully is pristine. The whole watch is just super nice condition. New old stock, only very light storage marks and light patina, which is bound to happen. This is gold plated with a steel case back. Everything fully intact, of course, just how it should be. Measures, I believe, 32 or 33 millimeter diameter without crown. And the bracelet fits up to 8-inch wrists. Let me just show you how you put it on. So basically you just shove this piece through here. Usually I just put it on my knee or on my leg. Let's see here, just put it on your leg or something, then it's a lot easier to do it. And then just clasp it closed like this and you're good to go. This is on my very flat 7-inch wrists. If your wrists are rounder or smaller, it will look bigger. But I think even on my 7-inch wrist, it still looks quite large because of the thin bezel and because of the integrated bracelet design, and just looks super beautiful. Personally, I love wearing this watch. Just something special and like very mesmerizing to look at. It's hard to stop looking at it. Let me just set down the tripod again. Just really, really beautiful. When you want to size it differently, just give it a little bit. There you go. That's it. Then you have some more play. And then, as you see, there's still lots of room. So I think it fits up to about 8-inch wrists. Anyway, I hope you like this. I'm sure you will. It's a truly, truly remarkable piece.